HooHooHooRobin.
Can't believe we missed the Britney story. What do you think? Does she die? Does she die in the end, Britney Spears?
Yeah. Tragic.
How do you think this is going to end? They're starting to say she might be bipolar.
She'll either be on the comeback trail, for lack of a worse way of saying it, or she'll just overdose, kill herself.
Yeah. I think it'll be an accidental overdose.
Accidental.
I'm going with accidental overdose. Time for another poll. Who wants the poll?
The poll. Put up a poll.
Put up another poll.
It's too many people with too many polls.
Let's put up a poll. Are there too many polls? Phone number 877-212-08A.
I'll tell you, man.
Oh, Joe.
I was looking at the post yesterday about Britney, and they were talking about her. And I understand that, the tabloids do what they got to do, but there was a picture of Britney's, mother kneeling by a grave, taken from a distance. And they're like, this is how she's handling it. She visited the grave of her mother. And I'm like, that's not really news. Is everything, nothing's off limits? I mean, why would you photograph a woman
Can I
kneeling
play
in
the
her
other side of that?
grave?
First of all, it's her sister that died of breast cancer last year. Britney's mom's sister.
Mm-hmm.
How did the photographer know that she was at the graveyard? Come on.
Follow her.
Yeah.
I've been studying this.
Follow her, though.
I've been studying this paparazzi stuff, and they get a lot of experts on the shows and stuff. They say for the most part, these celebrities are in cahoots with the paparazzi. They go to the places like the Ivy in Los Angeles. They know the paparazzi are out there every single day. So that's an easy one. You want to be photographed, you go to the Ivy for lunch. They're going to photograph you. But a lot of these celebrities, they have the paparazzi's cell phone numbers, and they have people that tell the paparazzi, well, maybe Britney Spears is a bad example at this point, but so-and-so is going to be at this Starbucks at this time, and all of a sudden they get a picture of this big celebrity getting a cup of coffee.
I understand that's happening, but what they're also doing is they follow these people. That's been the bane of their existence. They follow these people.
Okay. All right. I'll take that. All right. I'm still in this though. Britney's mom.
Mm-hmm. So
now they're following her.
Yeah.
Would you would still go to the grave knowing that?
Yeah, they're vultures.
But no, not
Would she.
Would she?
Oh, would she? Does she know she's being followed?
Absolutely.
The picture looks,
dude, it's not like she lives,
tell a photo.
Well, you can't.
She lives in a pretty small town.
You can't not live your life though. This is a little bit of a distance away.
I'm sorry, but that one I don't feel bad for. That is a photo op. She knows the photographer was following her, and she said, "This will get me a little press." They all want their press.
I don't know. I'll give her the benefit of the doubt the other way.
Someone was on TV and said that there's a lot of high-profile, celebrities in Los Angeles. They don't play the game, and that's why you don't see them photographed all the time. They know where to eat, where no one's going to bother them. They know where the paparazzi are, and they avoid them at all costs.
Let me tell you, this is one thing I hate about the paparazzi, though, being so aggressive with Britney. You know who they don't bother? You don't see them bothering Snoop. You don't see them bothering 50 Cent. You don't see them bothering any of those guys. Unless they're coming out of court, there's a bunch of reporters, because the entourages of those guys are willing to take the jail hit.
Yeah.
They will take your digital camera and smash it into your teeth, and you'll win in court, but you'll have no teeth. Those guys don't play games,
right?
And that's why the rappers don't get hassled, because their entourages know how to take care of these dirtbag paparazzi.
It's funny Jimmy said that, because I'm a huge TMZ fan, TMZ.com, the TV show. Matter of fact, we're getting the main guy on tomorrow. I can't wait. Harvey's going to be on the show. Harvey. And
Harvey.
You know what? Ask him that question about the paparazzi.
Yeah,
because he
I don't doubt
has way more knowledge than I do. I just repeat what I see on TV, and then I sound like an expert. but here's a guy that's living the life and knows a little more than you and I. He'll be on tomorrow to talk about that. But they showed footage of Suge Knight, one of the paparazzi going after Suge Knight coming out of a club, and just like Jimmy said, man, those guys were in his face saying, "You don't want to do this." And you could tell that the threats were real, and it would be a bad situation.
Because you're thinking well, technically, you'd win in court and stuff. But when you know these guys don't play games, man, and they're not going to think that far. You look at the entourages are always fighting among each other, and that's what you need to get rid of these paparazzi. Is you need guys that will like punch your camera into your eye socket.
Oh yeah,
that's a very unpleasant way to have your eye socket bone broken. Is a camera being punched into it.
And some of these pictures and headlines, help the celebrity out. Give them a little juice.
Mace is the answer. Mace them. Like, I'm telling you, if you walked out and there was a bunch of paparazzi and they wouldn't get out of the way of the ambulance, if they wouldn't with Britney, and you started just macing them, it's a bad photo op for you. But they'd start to move.
Yeah.
I was watching, and this is what I want to talk about with Harvey tomorrow. TMZ, and I've said this many, many times, they are what they are. They know that they're just exposing celebrities and making them look stupid.
Yeah.
And then the other shows like The Insider, Inside Edition, and Entertainment Tonight, they're kind of acting like they're not part of that scene. And I was watching Entertainment Tonight, and they were showing footage of Kevin Federline trying to avoid the paparazzi. He was in kind of a lady die situation leaving the hospital with Britney. And so the paparazzi are tailing him, and there's a video of Kevin Federline just driving recklessly trying to get away from the paparazzi. And Entertainment Tonight, I believe, or it was the other one, is showing this footage going, and look what the paparazzi were doing to poor Kevin Federline. And I'm like, you're showing the video.
So they paid somebody for that video.
But that's what they do, so they kind of look like they're not part of being sleazeballs.
Yeah.
And that video you mean where they were, what it actually made me like K-Fed. The video you're talking about, he's got a pickup truck.
Yeah, he's rocking.
There's a car ahead of him that had his kid in it, or his kids, and they were trying to get up next to the other car to get a picture. So every time they would try to go around, Kevin Federline was kind of veering his car to prevent the paparazzi from passing him to put his kid in danger by getting a photo. So he was actually running blocker to like look out for his kid. So I kind of liked him for that.
Yeah.
These guys should just carry guns. Like if your kid is in a car in front of you and the paparazzi kind of zoom against traffic to get a photo, you should just be able to shoot them. Perhaps that's not the best answer.
I like that. I like it.
And it's good.
I like it.
And all the guys I can't even.
Look at this horse's ass.
The man.
What an idiot this guy is.
The man who turned blue is on today.
Metal. He looks like metal. What a fool.
What an idiot.
The man who turned blue.
Hey, breathe. Take a breath. Take a breath.
Why is he smiling?
No, literally he hasn't had sex in 35 years.
He's a little backed up.
What an idiot he is.
He just needs a good deep breath.
He needs a good slap to the face.
Yeah.
Quit rubbing that stuff on your cheeks, moron.
I'm going to try more oxygen jokes. Maybe one will work.
Oxygen jokes are always rough.
And
can we have audio? Could we tape it?
Is that irreversible?
I
hope so.
I went for two, and then I was thinking of a third. I'm like, one of these will hit. I'm an ass. Blue man.
That's what he looked like before?
Yeah.
He looked like Brian Regan.
Like a normal guy, man.
But
now look at him.
What is this stuff?
It's like
poison. It's poison.
Yeah, we did the story on our show, and I don't know. None of us remember what caused this.
Wouldn't it be funny if it was a new pill and he's like, yes, I've been taking it for 3 days.
I don't know what it's supposed to do, but it turns you like bluish silver.
We'll get some audio on the air for everybody. So Britney, when they hauled her away, she downed a potentially lethal cocktail of 100 prescription pills and washed it down with something called a purple monster. Anyone hear of the purple monster?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, you never heard of the purple monster?
What's the purple monster?
Can't really describe it on this radio station.
All right.
But
they're saying it's a mix of vodka, NyQuil, and Red Bull.
Are people drinking that? I've never been one for over-the-counter drugs to get a buzz off of just for the sake of the buzz. Like NyQuil, I will do that in a second, but I need to have a cold.
Right.
It's like a special occasion. Well, makes the cold a little better.
I'll tell you what I'm doing. Tylenol PM, because I have an excuse. Got the flu. Got to get my good night's sleep.
That's good stuff, too.
Wow, is it good. I cannot believe it's just hanging on a counter.
I know.
Shelf.
Some of those over-the-counter drugs are just amazing. Like any type of Sudafed thing, if I take it, it's drugs that I should have bought from a drug dealer.
Absolutely.
I get like speedy but kind of woozy, it puts me in a weird mood.
Yeah.
Like it's drugs.
Yeah.
She's taking drugs.
All right. Well, she did a Purple Monster, mix of vodka, NyQuil, and Red Bull before a mental meltdown. In a 36-hour binge, she had that. She also had 10 sleeping pills, according to this source that I guess was with her. I don't know. 12 Vicodins in 36 hours, 6 Ritalins.
12 Vicodins. She's desperate because she's not taking dumps. That's nice.
6 Ritalins, 10 Zantacs. What's the Zantacs all about again?
Xanax?
I forgot.
I don't know.
Is that antacid or something?
Yeah.
Something, right?
Yeah.
Ooh, awful breath.
Oh, she's just got the farts. She's got a sour stomach.
Yeah. Putrid farts and like those awful puke burp breaths. Puke breath. I suck.
And then there's other stuff that were in her system.
I know what you meant.
They're calling her the toxic singer. What's wrong, Jimmy?
Just so irritated with my tripping on that.
What happened?
I got it.
I know, but it's just clumsy and unprofessional.
Have you listened to this show yet?
That is true.
She had herbal uppers in her. She had diet pills, including... How about you try to handle that one, Ed?
Uh-oh. What?
Clenbuterol? Clenbuterol?
Buterol?
But it's CLENBUTEROL.
Clenbuterol?
All right, what is that? Of course, Steve knows.
I know what it is.
It helps you lose weight.
It's a fat burner.
It's a fat burner.
A very strong fat burner.
Is that the horse one?
No. That's,
Supposedly she's on some kind of horse fat burning pill.
It's a horse need a fat burner.
That horses,
Horses.
the guys that run around the track real fast.
Yeah.
They put them on that. What about Puritan antihistamine tablets? What is that?
I'm guessing for sinuses if it's antihistamine.
And then she was on Pepto-Bismol.
Oh.
Maybe if she ate a meal, it'd stop being such a pill-popping slob.
You know what she's leaving in the toilet, right?
Nothing. She's on Pepto and Vicodin.
The Pepto will lead to the tar deposit. I call it the tar deposit. Oh boy, is that is bad when it finally decides it needs to leave your body.
Wait, I forgot to mention this along those lines. Let me see if I can say this. Over the weekend, I had, let's just say I was feeling fine. And in between shows on Friday, all of a sudden, I'm like, you know what? I want to go back to the room and just dump chocolate milk into the toilet.
All right.
Just want to dump chocolate milk into the toilet.
Yeah.
And like, you ever like take a canister of chocolate milk and you dump a whole bunch of it in the toilet?
Yep.
And then when you stand up, you're holding the canister, and like you didn't realize that some of the chocolate milk leaked onto the side of the canister.
Yep.
And it actually dripped onto my jeans.
Oh. Yeah, chocolate milk on your jeans?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a shame.
I had to take them off and then put on my corduroys 2 nights in a row.
You gotta film this stuff, man.
Oh, it was awful.
That would be hilarious.
I like when it looks like somebody loaded up Dinty Moore beef stew in a shotgun and fired it into the toilet.
You lift up. Well, how did it get under here?
What happened there? You need the police with like threads to see where the splatter marks came from.
I just don't.
What's the trajectory?
It almost defied gravity. It's like you have water, and then what did it do? It just like it was instead of hitting the water, it just decided to come up under the seat and hide. You trickster! You trickster!
Coke Logic said, and finally she ate a teaspoon of cinnamon as well. So she went all that down with a teaspoon of cinnamon. And the latest on Britney as well. Amid her breakdown, the crazed Spears called her pregnant teen kid sister to boast that she'd been making her own headlines again very soon. Because her kid sister's pregnant, obviously.
Yeah, she's in the news.
And then supposedly Britney said to her kid sister, "You're not going to be the only effing Spears on the front cover of a magazine next week."
Well, that sounds like some funny, little competition between siblings.
She loves the attention. That's what I'm trying to get at.
She really is.
She played right into this paparazzi's crap.
Yeah.
So.
How much attention do you need? She lost total custody of her kids. It's like, what a brat.
Well, you know what that takes? Jeez.
Good thinking. I don't do anymore.
That's audio of Britney Spears.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what was going on.
Sounded a little crazy.
Remember when Britney was so effing hot, and now she has flu breath and really bad dumps?
The hottest thing out there for a while.
Leaving tar behind. We have to get the brush out.
And then Dr. Phil had to come in and rescue her
He was
at the hospital.
Another one.
another poser.
I have had enough of that
A
fat hillbilly.
fake shrink.
Supposedly he's going to have the parents on, though.
Oh, good.
Supposedly.
He is, anytime I hear him, because he's hooked up with one of these online dating services, and they play commercials for it, and he does that thing that I can't stand whenever he does. He throws out these sayings, these words of wisdom that mean nothing.
Like what?
Is it on a website?
But he says it
Can we get some
with
of that?
conviction.
Can we get some of that?
He goes, "It's okay. It's okay to feel good about you." And I'm listening going, what does that mean? What does it even mean? Like someone's going, I don't feel good about feeling good about me. No, it's okay.
I think what
What does it mean?
I think what Dr. Phil means is that we have a tendency when being self-destructive to not, low self-esteem prevents me from wanting to feel good about myself. And like when I start to feel good about myself, my instinct is to ruin that and to do something that's going to make me hate myself even more. So I think what Dr. Phil in that moment is saying is allow yourself to feel good about yourself. It's okay. Don't wreck it.
But is it going to help you, him just saying that?
Sounds like someone saw their therapist over the weekend.
I know. What couples therapy? No, that happened last week and it was very good.
That is a bit of babble that I just cannot. It's not enough. First of all, it's not going to help anybody. It's okay. It's okay to feel good about you. What? And what does that have to do with the dating service that you're plugging?
Right.
And it's just psycho babble from him. It's not no one's going to hear that and go, yeah, it is. Okay, now I understand. They're going to need like months at least of somebody pounding that into their head. Not Dr. Fake Phil.
This morning, Dr. Phil just appeared on CBS Early Show and said that he went to see Britney Spears and her family at her family's request. I want to set the record straight. I went to see Britney at the request of her family. I talked to Lynn, Jamie, and Brian because they were frustrated that she wasn't going to be held for a longer time. Asked how he had come to be involved in the saga, Dr. Phil said, Thursday night the phone rang. It was Lynn. Clearly, she was very upset. Any parent would be. I was first contacted by her family a year ago and had maintained a running dialogue for the last year or so.
All right, so at least
And he's doing a whole show on this, so that's how much he cares. He's going to exploit it on his TV show.
Sure.
Instead of maybe doing it in the privacy of someone's home. You phony.
And them calling him is like a publicity thing too.
I'm telling you.
And then
You're giving these celebrities too much credit. You're starting to see the light.
no,
It's all about
that
getting
right
your-
there. Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
maybe she won't listen to anybody else. Or maybe the only way to get her to sit down with somebody, maybe like other guys have tried and failed, and maybe because he is who he is, she's such a dope that she actually will talk to him. I don't know. When you're that famous, it's kind of hard, I guess, to actually listen to
Get
somebody.
an
talk.
anonymous shrink. I don't know. It seems like a cry for publicity.
Some really bad, like, parody of a shrink. Like, I think the problem you're having. Like a guy with a stupid monocle.
This is very interesting.
Dr. Frutzenheimel.
Why don't you lay on the couch and we will go over your problems?
Nate Sack from Whackbag. Great. Did she request Dr. Phil for a psychoanalysis right after she saw Patch Adams?
Oh, boy.
Patch Adams joke.
Incidentally, I remember the thing for Patch Adams. Like Robin had on the big clown shoes.
Oh, yeah, and the clown nose.
Was so schmaltzy.
Ugh.
God, Patch Adams.
Schmaltz.
It was just
Adams.
Hate that word.
schmaltzy. Can you
Schmaltzy.
have something on Patch Adams?
Patch Adams.
There was another one, too. Like, sometimes it's just a movie. Like Bicentennial Man or something. It was with Robin Williams, and the tag was the body of a robot, the heart of a man.
Ugh.
Oof. And the chills of a douche.
He makes a lot of bad movies, and then every once in a while he comes out with a really good one.
I think that's a reflection too on like a lot of the writing is not great, and you probably offered him $15 million a movie.
All right.
I was blowing through the.
Oh no! Could I wait till after the break?
No, just quick.
Okay.
The video section again, and we've talked about it before. The covers of the bad comedy videos,
Right.
And I just saw a bunch more that I was just like, oh. And I look at it so long just so I can be cringed out. And the Patch Adams one is giving me the chills as we speak.
Hey, when we come back, we have more we have good call, Danny. We have some great Dr. Phil quotes.
Oh, good. Okay.
And I'd like to go over these.
You know,
Good.
You know what? I'm smiling because I just see E-Rock reading these today. Especially this one. Sometimes you make the right decision. Sometimes you make the decision right.
Oh,
What does that mean?
and it doesn't. I don't think he made it up.
It's better to be healthy alone than sick with someone else. Oh boy! All right, we'll get into this.
That's
We'll get into this
a very
next.
good one.
Rob